Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Beulah with Revive Upper Cervical, and today we're talking with a patient of ours named Ed.
Ed Toten.
Ed. And, Ed was referred to us actually by a family member of mine. And after, I think, some prodding, like a lot of folks, and it's one of those things. But Ed has a really great story, and we were chatting about it. And I'm actually going down to teach this work this weekend at a chiropractic college. And a lot of the students, like a lot of patients in the community, always ask me, they say, okay, the upper neck, we see how it's important because the brain's there, and that's kind of the communication between the brain and the body. But what does that have to do with me and my back pain? Maybe between my shoulder blades or my back. Well, Ed's got a pretty colorful history there when it comes to the back. And so when did your problems first start?
Actually, they started about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a constant nagging lower back pain.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was something I had to live with. And it was probably because I work on concrete all day. I'm in a big box.
Yeah.
And I just ignored it until my friend went to visit her mother. And she had a low-grade back pain, went to get checked, and found she was in stage 4 cancer.
Wow.
Scared the heck out of me.
Sure.
And I thought maybe I shouldn't be ignoring this. And that's when I went to get it checked. When I got it checked, I found I had spinal stenosis in the lower back.
Mm-hmm.
I went further and I was injured, and it was in my shoulder and neck area.
Mm.
And the doctor taking care of me had an MRI done of my neck and found that I had very severe spinal stenosis in the neck.
So both spinal stenosis in the neck and in the lower back.
And in the lower back, it has a tendency to go into the legs.
Sure, yeah.
And when it goes into the legs, it not only slows you down, but it gets very painful to the point where it's very hard to walk.
And I would say, some people don't realize this, but a lot of the times, if we have a problem in the back, very often the neck is also affected, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Clinically, what we see is that the spine really functions as one big unit. So if somebody has a bulging disc in the neck, they probably have some bulging discs in the back. If you had the stenosis in the lower back, lo and behold, they found some in the upper neck there.
Mm-hmm.
So what was, before hearing about and coming into the Revive clinic and having upper neck work done, where was your pain levels at? How often? How bad? How did it affect your day to day?
The pain level got to be 9.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. And there were times when I left work and I could hardly walk to my car.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And when I got home, I just rested. And eventually the pain started subsiding but never went away. Well, as you said, a family member kept coming to the store telling me about you.
Yeah.
And one day, very lovingly and convincingly, she leaned over. We were talking when she was in the car, and she says, "Look, go see Ian." And that's what I did. It was something that came. It was very passionate.
Yeah, sincere, probably.
And sincere.
Right.
And I thought, okay, I don't understand anything about this, not sure what's going on here, but I'm going to check it out.
That's usually what we tell people too, is that people come with all different kind of problems and backgrounds, and what we like to tell people is, look, if we don't think we can help you, and this is probably most of our profession. I can't speak for the other upper cervical chiropractors out there, but I can tell you the way we operate is we tell people, look, if we can't help you, we're not charging you. We're going to try and find someone that can help you, but at least have it checked out, because it's such an important area. And as we know, and you found out, it's definitely related to the whole spine, not just the neck. So what would you say, how would you explain your experience, with the first visit here and kind of what's been going on over the last few weeks to the last month or two?
I was very impressed with the science, and you have information video in the waiting room, which I just absorbed.
Sure.
I'm hearing things, but I'm not really believing.
Sure. Yeah. Fair enough.
So I said, let's just give it some time. And the adjustments are so non-invasive.
Yeah.
They are so, I guess, gentle it's hard to believe that anything's happening.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, one day I left work in such pain, and it was probably closer to a 10, that I was actually thinking I was going to end up in a wheelchair.
Wow.
So the next day I came to see you, and you did the adjustment, we did the rest, you checked everything, and I left.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Costco, and I walked around, and then I came home and brought in about 5 loads of firewood because we heat with wood. And when I was taking my boots off, I realized I was in no pain. And I mean absolutely no pain.
Yeah.
And I was stunned.
Yeah.
And I started becoming very aware of things that I didn't have that I now have. The motion in my hands. There was, when I would wash my hands, I'd have to go like this because I couldn't do this anymore.
Okay,
I got this back.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not going away. Today, when I was getting ready, I realized my feet aren't numb anymore. And everything, I have type 2 diabetes. Mm-hmm. And when you say numb, everybody right away starts thinking it's diabetic neuropathy. Well, I'm not so sure about that now.
Yeah.
I have full feeling in my feet. The pain in my legs is gone, stays away. And I know when things aren't right up here is when I start feeling the low-grade back pain down here. Today, I have no pain in my legs. I have no pain in my lower back. I really don't have any pain. And I am totally amazed at what a little adjustment up here can do for your whole body.
That's pretty amazing, Ed. That's pretty cool.
I'm willing to take it.
That's right. I knew a chiropractor one time, an upper cervical guy, and he would, when patients would come in and they asked him how's it all connected, he would just say it's magic. You know, but it's, you know, it comes down to a couple different things. It comes down to the weight of your head. I mean, the head's pretty heavy. It's like a bowling ball. So if it's off a little bit, the muscles in your back have to balance that. It comes back down also to the tension on your nerves. It's like almost like a guitar string. You tune it up here, it's going to tighten down here. You know, if there's tension up here, all the nerves that go down your spine get tight, and then we feel it down here because it might have a little stenosis. The stenosis you may not feel if the nerves are kind of going through the holes in a comfortable, relaxed way. But if the neck is twisted enough and it starts pulling and tugging on those nerves, then they rub up against those small little holes, and we feel them more. So there are some actual scientific explanations, but the bottom line is, it can be connected. Let me ask you this, Ed, as we kind of close out the little live function or little interview we're doing here. But what would you say to someone? I mean, you've kind of been through the whole gamut. You know what I mean? You went from never having the experience to going through it yourself. There's a lot of people that find themselves in that position. They've been to chiropractors before. Maybe they've been told never go to chiropractor, or maybe they have no idea. But people that have chronic pain, maybe specifically stenosis diagnosis in the lower back or the neck, what would you say to them? What would you say to them, given your experiences and whatnot?
I would say if you have a cervical chiropractor in your area and you are suffering with lower back pain, go see him. There's no doubt about it. I have never been so impressed with the science and a physical healing like I have been with you, Doc. It's just, seeing is believing, feeling is believing.
That's right,
and I feel very good, and I feel like I have a chance to actually get better, and I'm not even thinking that I'm going to end up in a wheelchair now. It is, you owe it to yourself to go see these people. It is genuinely true, and it is very helpful in getting back full mobility.
We'll put a link onto the video here on our website. We have a referral map, and you can go and see if there's an upper cervical chiropractor in your area. You can leave a comment on here with your town. I'd be happy to find someone. If there isn't somebody listed on our site, we'll kind of do some footwork for you and see. But at the end of the day, we're here to help in any way we can. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Ed, for taking the time and sharing.
You're very welcome, and I hope you have good healing.
Yeah, amen, amen. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.